A lot of people, when they tend to think about films that remind them of borderline personality disorder, often reference Fatal Attraction, and then that's pretty much it. They don't really give consideration to other well done films that I feel could point out other aspects of borderline personality disorder. So today I'd like to talk about two other films that I think would really broaden one's perspective on the disorder. I feel like Taxi Driver, 1976 with Robert De Niro, is a wonderful example of somebody with borderline personality disorder. So, for those who haven't seen the movie, basically, Robert De Niro plays Travis Bickle, an insomniac taxi driver who idealizes this woman who's working at a campaign headquarters, and he falls for her. And after making the wrong move on a first or second date, she rejects him. And this rejection, he takes to heart, and as human beings, we all take rejection to heart. It hurts all of us. But there's something of with people that have borderline personality disorder that have this rejection sensitivity that I think that most of us could really wrap our heads around. And that's what the movie really captures. And in a sense, what's cool about this movie is it shows the power of transformation that rejection has bestowed upon this character. He realizes what's important in life. He realizes that it's not these mundane things that he once kind of took for granted. It sharpens his sense of purpose. And sure, he turns into an anti-hero. I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but ultimately the movie does a great job at capturing that sense of rejection and that sense of isolation that is it just never goes away when you have this personality disorder. Second, I want to talk about the movie Memento, which I think was released in 1999 or 2000. I'm not sure. It's a Christopher Nolan movie, and it's about a man whose wife was killed, and he got some injuries while she was killed, and so the whole movie goes backward, as Christopher Nolan movies tend to be complex, and it's all fragmented, and it's all him trying to put this puzzle together and trying to figure out who killed his ex-wife and exact revenge on her. So I think this has to do with borderline personality disorder because there's this overwhelming sense of purpose that he has by getting revenge. There's the romanticization of the past and not being able to let go of the past. There's this fragmented thinking, and he doesn't know who he is, so he has to, because he has retrograde amnesia, he can only remember things for a few seconds at a time because of, the injury. So he tattoos things on himself or he writes things on little note cards. And he basically has a very transient sense of self, which could be very scary. And the movie does a really good job at capturing that. So I hope this video helped broaden the perspective that borderline personality disorder is not just defined by Fatal Attraction. It's not just about crazy women not getting what they want. There's actually tons more movies about white men that struggle with insomnia and mental disorders that find themselves with this personality disorder. I'll go over Fight Club in a different video and my interpretation of that. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know if you think there are other movies worth dissecting in which you think a character or theme pertains to borderline personality disorder.